if they need to rely heavily on the wide receiver group to make the offense any more serviceable than I think it's going to be this year. I don't think there's a big concern. We knew from the get-go Sean Payton's identity was going to be a ground run game. So I think run heavy, run first, run often, all the other adjectives you can throw in there, that they don't really have to worry about the wide receiver group. When Tim Patrick went down, that was the main concern because that was your most impactful wide receiver. Now we're seeing that, maybe they can do without because the running game is just that good.
Bree, I feel like you're setting me up for my bold prediction right now.
Ooh, let's start it.
Let's go into it. Joey Richards with the first bold prediction for the Denver Broncos 2023 season. Give it to us.
Okay. My big bold prediction, Bree, you laid it out perfect. Sean Payton, he's going to want a run-first offense this year. When I look at the Broncos running backs, I'm very optimistic, extremely optimistic. We all saw what Jaleel McLaughlin did out there. We all know Javonte Williams. Samaje Perine's a good running back. Offensive line looks better. I mean, who doesn't feel confident in Quinn Miners? I think when I look at even Mike McGlinchey, I know he's a good run blocker. Ben Powers. These are guys that I'm excited about. I think the Broncos are going to finish top 2 in rushing yards this next season. Yeah.
Whoa.
That's my bold prediction.
Whoa.
Top 2. I'm not going to give them one. And hey, I also have to say the Russell Wilson's pounds lost also equates in there. I'm just going rushing yards in general. I think that this team
yards for every pound he lost is what you're saying.
Exactly.
For context sake, the number 2 rushing offense in the NFL last year, it was a tight race between the Ravens and the Falcons, who finished in second and third with 2,720 rushing yards and 2,718 rushing yards.
Yeah. Don't forget weren't the Bears?
The Bears led with 3,000. Yeah.
3,000. Okay.
So
now,
it's pretty good.
The thing you got to think about there too, right, is like the Bears had 1,000 yards from their quarterback. The Ravens had 700 from Lamar Jackson before he got hurt. The Falcons were like the one, I guess Mariota had some, but like they were the one true just running team.
And they've got Arthur Smith.
Yeah, Denver's going to have to be like the Falcons there, right? Mm-hmm. So 2,700 to kind of get in the conversation. Ooh.
Yeah, at least 2,500. Fourth was the Giants at 2,519. Fifth is the Eagles at 2,509. Then the Browns at 2,490. So I think at least in that 2,500 range. Last year, the Broncos had 1,935, ranked in the bottom half of the league. I kind of love this. I like the vision, but I think they will be a great rushing offense. That's a little too rich for my blood. I don't think we're going to see the Ravens rushing offense drop off a cliff, or the Falcons. They just got Bijan Robinson, or the Giants, or the Eagles, or the Browns, or the 49ers, some of the NFL's elite rushing offenses. So I'm going to fade your bet, Joey. I'm going to bet against you here.
Respect.
The Eagles just got a new tight end with some blocking capability. I think we could put that narrative to rest there. I would have thought they were higher up on that list. So now I'm rethinking. It was a little rich for my blood. I thought you were going to go with like maybe top 5. Top 2 is insane to me. You're basically saying that you almost guarantee, because you said not going to give them first. So you're guaranteeing second place in rushing yards for the Denver Broncos, which is, it's too rich for my blood. So I have to fade it.
I think I personally think we're all underestimating Russell Wilson's ability to scramble.
It's Russell.
I really do. This is a guy that has had 800 yards in a season before running the football. This is and then you're thinking about last year, guys. We brought up, hey, the Broncos they were in the second half of the league running last year. I watched the top 10 Broncos plays on YouTube the other day of this last season. Marlon Mack and Levant and Murray, they took up half that list. We got Jaleel McLaughlin, Samaje Perine. We got Javonte Williams back. Like, I'm feeling pretty comfortable with it. I really am. You know what? They were an average, a little below average rushing offense last year. And I literally think that the Broncos' third best running back this year is going to be better, is a better football player than the one that was starting for the majority of the games last year. That is my opinion.
Fair enough. I think factoring in Jaleel McLaughlin for that rushing total, it could work. It's like just put Javonte. I was going to say like over 1,000 yards is kind of like your metric for Javonte and having a good bounce back season.
Right.
So let's say he can get Javonte gets 1,100. Okay. And then what? 600 from Samaji. And then Jaleel McLaughlin, 400 or 500 there. You're getting close. And then Russ only needs like 300 yards, and you're talking about getting into that top 2 spot. I think top 5 would be very, very good for the Broncos. Again, I just want a run that's over 20 yards week 1. So since you got faded twice, I'm going to roll with you, though, Joey. We'll go top 2. We'll go top 2.
Let's go.
I'll go with you. You talked me into it.